Welcome. I'm doing my 8th Midnight Hunt quick draft. We've got, let's see, 3 hours 51 minutes left. I probably won't have time for 2 of them, but we'll see. Dire-Strain Rampage. This, we are rare drafting. Off the top of my head, I know that this is my 4th copy. So we don't need to draft any more of these if we get another one. Then we'll have a look here. We might look at the uncommons with a bit more interest. So yeah, Fading Hope, just a bounce spell. Deathbonnet Sprout is pretty good, I think. So for a self-mill deck, Join the Dance is pretty good. 2/1/1 creatures with flashback as well for a bit of a go wide strategy. Soul Guy Griff, we're very familiar with. It's a big flyer. And we've got white removal, blue counter spell there. This flash flyer, 3/3. I think it's pretty good, but you don't see people play it very much. Novice Occultist, I've been seeing a lot in sacrifice decks, and I never seem to find it myself. But there it is. It's sort of a potential second pick. Ardent Elementalist, yeah, for the spells deck. What's the strongest card here? I quite like Candle Trap. It's a very cheap, effective removal that will just keep you alive, rather than because it leaves them with a blocker. It means you don't lose, I suppose. But then with Coven you can exile the creature. So I think it's quite a good card. It's quite a reasonable card. But I'm drawn to one of these uncommons. I either want to go Join the Dance or Deathbonnet Sprout. I don't think I've really tried a dedicated self-mill deck. I think Deathbonnet Sprout is probably better because it's one colour. We'll see if Join the Dance wheels around. It's probably quite unlikely to do that. We've got another rare here. This is Hallowed Respite. Exile target a non-legendary creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. And it will get a +1/+1 counter. Oh, and otherwise tap it, and it's got flashback. Interesting. So it's a bit like Slip Out the Back. It kind of resembles that card, but you can use it on an opponent's creature to tap something. And it's got flashbacks, so it's got some flexibility. Maybe a pretty good card, I think. Of course, we are rare drafting, so we're definitely taking that. And guess what we see immediately? A white-blue, a really good white-blue card. Interesting. Also self-mill, by the way. when you cast spells from your graveyard, you can tap a creature. That's pretty sweet. And it's a 3/1 flyer as well. Can really just take people down quickly. That seems really, really good. I'll be surprised if there's anything as good as that. Necrosynthesis we've seen. Interesting, but it's you've got to sort of build around it a bit. No. Decent card draw card. Big creature. Shadow Beast Sighting is good because you get 2 creatures out of it. Evolving Wilds. So we haven't made the blue-white Spirits deck. I think we will grab this guy. Yep, search for a land. Okay, this is too specific, so you can't really play it. Duress, Revelation. Yeah. Shadow Beast Sighting again, but I think we'll go Silver Bolt, because it looks like more likely we'll go blue-white. So we'll kind of get the neutral card we can play in anything. Right. Gotta just double check everything's working. Yeah, good. So yeah, after those first 5 cards, blue-white looks a bit stronger. Outland Liberator's pretty good. That's the only uncommon, and then we've got this zombie horror. I sort of draft one of these every so often, but I never seem to play it. It gets cut every time. Don't know why, because it's it's very chunky, and it can be unblockable as well. And if we're looking for white and blue, there's no white. So looking at these blue cards, all I might say is the one I'm most likely to play actually in the blue deck would be Secrets of the Key. Instant speed, you can flash it back from the graveyard, which will trigger your Grafkeeper. Rather than, because I could go Outland Liberator and try and go for the best option between green and blue-white. I think we'll take Secrets of the Key. That makes sense. I suppose the other thing, Grafkeeper has a come into play effect. Come into play effects are going to be good with this one. Right, Field of Ruins not good. Now, Otherworldly Gaze lets you dump things in the graveyard. It's not actually a card draw, it's just rearranging the top of your deck. But that could be quite powerful. It's also an instant. It's good with the Grafkeeper. There's another Secrets of the Key as well. Or there's an Evolving Wilds. That might be the best choice here, because these 2 blue cards don't bowl me over, really. They're good, but I think Evolving Wilds is better. Yeah, here's the decent blue card. Consider. Just grab it. We'll keep an eye on green. See if there's anything pretty crucial. This is just a 3/1 creature. Right, so no blue, no white. There is green available. Ghoulish Procession is the best card, though. Crawl from the Cellar's good as well. Tireless Hauler, just a big green creature. Probably should take Tireless Hauler, but I feel like Ghoulish Procession is too good to not pick. Stormrider Spirit, yeah, just a big flyer. We'll grab that. Wow, it's really... there's really not much left. We're not going to go into red as well. I think we'll take a green card there. Don't think Bramble Armor is really going to happen. We'll take a Necrosynthesis. Sure. Sideboard that. And sideboard that. Hello. It's a white card. It's a mythic. You have hexproof. This is the one. Yeah. If your life total goes to 0, you transform it, and your life becomes 3. Very, very, very nice indeed. Okay. Oh, a Purifying Dragon. Pretty cool. Let's just tidy things up here. So that goes away. 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 We'll just see what we're working with here. Right. Solgai Griff. Just big fat flyer. Probably the best thing here. Falcon Abomination, cheap flyer. Also good. Geist Wave to bounce your own things. And another Stormrider Spirit. I guess we've already got a top end, 2 things in the top end. That's kind of filling up. We'll take an Abomination, just having a sort of intermediate size flyer. Oh, Odric's Outrider, yeah. Good uncommon. Morbid Opportunist, of course, is fantastic. We're not going to go into black, though, just based on that. When we've got Enduring Angel, I mean, yeah, we're pretty committed to white and blue now. Flare of Faith. You can give a human indestructible. He's a human. Nothing else is human. Stoke Courage can pump things up. I'm looking for a good creature base first, I would say. I think Odric's Outrider is good. Take that. Dissipate. So, yeah, decent counter spell. Cathar Commando, though. And consider. I think I value a decent 2-drop. It's quite an aggressive 2-drop as well. Over a counter spell, even if that's an uncommon one. So I'll go for that. You just might not see any more 2-drops. You kind of got to grab those precious 2-drops when you can, I think. Consider is good. Another Stormrider Spirit. I think because of our mana situation, I do like the look of these card draw cards, and also with this just huge bomb in the deck as well. We've got to mana fix a bit more. Moonsilver Key is good as well for that, I suppose. Or we just get another flyer. I think it's Consider over Moonsilver Key. I don't know, actually. I'm talking myself into Moonsilver Key. It's a total of 3 mana to get a basic land card. Let's do it. Hello. I've never seen this in uncommon before, so it makes a 1/1 token every turn, if you can keep that creature alive. That sounds great. Yeah. Scab Wrangler taps things. That's pretty good. You need a lot of creatures though. It would go well with Cathar's Call. Search Party Captain's really good. That just draws cards. I know how good that is. I don't know how good this is. This sounds like it might be really good. So we're going to grab it. If they can't answer that, you're laughing. Okay. We've run out of cards again. I could take Necrosynthesis for the collection. There's an outside chance we'll use a Jack-o'-lantern in the deck. Heirloom Mirror. That's a fascinating card. Sanctifier, Secrets of the Key, or another Silverbolt. Let's take a Silverbolt actually. Startle or Unblinking Observer. Yep, it's a 2-drop. We grab that definitely. And I think we grab one of these for the collection. Okay, Infusion. Chaotic Naturalist definitely goes in the Werewolf deck. We've managed to get to 16 cards. Field of Ruin. I don't think we can really play Field of Ruin. We're not going to play any of these, but I'll grab that for the collection. Yeah, it's that feeling we've... take a Dreadknight. Oh, a big creature. Oh, good. Look, final pick, Stormrider Spirit. I'm very happy with that. We are lucky. We got another white mythic. Intrepid Adversary, so it's got lifelink. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each valor counter on Intrepid Adversary. Wow. Okay, so we've definitely had a lucky set of rares. Enduring Angel and Intrepid of Adversary, 2 mythic white rares. Slightly ridiculous how good that is. Okay, we really like Mysterious Tome. It's card draw, it's control. It's going to be anything here, I would say. Yeah. Sungold Barrage, decent removal, Devious Cover-Up. a nice counterspell, but yeah, it's got to be Mysterious Tome. Because we've got Evolving Wilds, we're actually on 18 cards. We need 5 more playable cards. See what we can do. Contortionist Troop is so good. Right, Cathar Commando, really good. But Falcon Abomination, 2/2 flyer, that's also good. We'll have a look at the deck layout. This can be quite helpful. Right. We'll move the sort of utility cards over here and just make sure we've got, looking at creatures, we've actually got 4 2-drop creatures. I think that's not bad for a draft deck. And we don't really have many 3-drop things. Guess that's a sort of, that is a 2-drop thing you can do. I think flyers are always a big issue in draft. Being able to block their flyer is pretty handy. So I'll just grab a cheap flyer. Unruly Mob, Unblinking Observer. Unruly Mob is more for the sacrifice deck, so it's much better when you've got control over your creatures dying. I mean, Cathar Commando can sack itself for it has to destroy an artifact or an enchantment though, which isn't very convenient. So this mana goes for Disturb or instants and sorceries. Or we just go for another Consider. I think a 2-drop creature is very welcome. I think we just grab another one of those. Oh, now look at the selection of blue cards here. Right, we can get another Consider, another Secrets of the Key. We can get that Otherworldly Gaze or Devious Cover-Up. You can tell I'm tempted by the Devious Cover-Up here. Because we can build a board state on turn 2 and turn 3 and then protect it with Devious Cover-Up. I think this is a deck where it could work. Sometimes it's just a counterspell that's too expensive, your opponent's built the board state and it's useless because you've got to keep tapping out to play stuff and you can't cast it. I'm going to say maybe we can use it this game. Oh, that's so tempting. I mean, I'm tempted by the bait hook angler, ironically, but second Devious Cover-Up, so we can go infinite and not run out of cards. But that's a good 2-drop that turns into a flyer, that's probably the sensible choice, and this is kind of the fun choice. I'm gonna go for the fun choice. Let's have 2 Devious Cover-Ups. Sungold Barrage, good bit of removal. Nice bit of late removal. I feel like we've got a control deck here. Unnatural Moonrise for the collection, or a Moonsilver Key. Is there anything cool we want to splash in? I don't think so. I don't think we'll play 2 Moonsilver Keys. I think we're just going to grab this for the collection. Sure, let's try another Unblinking Observer. Oh, wow. Okay. Another Sungold Barrage, or I think 3 Devious Cover-Ups is silly. Let's just take a solid removal spell. Okay. Yep. Wow. So initial impression, absolutely fantastic. This seems like this could be the best deck I've ever drafted in certainly in Midnight Hunt, which probably means it's going to go 0-3, but we'll see. Do we need a Moonsilver Key? I'm thinking if we look at Grafkeeper, we want to cast spells from graveyard. Okay. If we look at this, can cast Disturb or instants and sorceries. I don't know if we need Moonsilver Key, so we can drop that. Yeah, and kind of easy to trim the deck. Just trim the 2 mana fixes we probably don't need. It's going to be really nice to do Hallowed Respite on an Enduring Angel. Four flying double strike would be pretty good. Guess the only question is, Enduring Angel needs 3 white, that which would be an argument for Moonsilver Key, maybe getting that extra planes we need. But I think I'll call that end of part 1, and have a bit of a tinker with the deck, and see if I want to make any changes. Right, see you in part 2.